Hey, Skull Nation. What's up, my fellow Vikings faithful? You know that electric rush when we're one play away from turning US Bank Stadium into a Purple Thunder Dome? Well, grab your horns because today's Vikings news drop is about to hit like a Jordan Addison deep ball. It's all about our quarterback carousel spinning wilder than a Lambo leap gone wrong. Imagine this. McCarthy, our golden boy, still shaking off that ankle rust, and boom. CBS Sports just tossed Minnesota right into the mix as prime real estate for Justin Fields, the Jets' sideline speed demon. Is this the reclamation project that catapults us back to contender status? Or just another purple pipe dream? Stick with me, because we're diving deep into this QB frenzy that'll have you yelling, "Skull," or smashing your remote. Let's unpack why Fields could be our next Darnold Spark, and what it means for JJ's throne. Who's ready to rumble? Picture the scene, Vikings fans. It's mid-November 2025, and our beloved Purple Squad is grinding through a season that's testing our faith like a frozen turkey bowl at TCO. McCarthy, the kid we drafted to end the retread era, returned from that nagging ankle sprain looking like he needed a GPS to find the end zone. We're talking 8 picks already, the worst EPA per play in the league, and a completion clip that's got Justin Jefferson side-eyeing harder than a ref on replay. But hold up, Kevin O'Connell, our QB whisperer extraordinaire, is out here preaching patience, saying he's eager for the cement to dry on JJ's fundamentals. That's coach speak for we're building a house of bricks, not sand. But with 7 games left, every fan's wondering, is this the spark, or do we need a fire extinguisher? What do you think, fam? Give JJ the full leash or time to shop the waiver wire? And enter stage left, Justin Fields, the Ohio State Flash who lit up Michigan for 302 yards and 4 scores back in 19, now collecting splinters on the Jets bench after a Week 11 dud. CBS's Brian DeArdo didn't mince words. He headlined Minnesota as Fields' top off-season landing spot, calling it a perfect storm of backup needs and competition vibes. Remember how Sam Darnold turned one O'Connell season into Seahawk gold? Fields, with his 5-year tease of arm talent and wheels, could be next. Imagine those 723 projected rushing yards teaming up with Aaron Jones for a ground-and-pound nightmare. But here's the hook. If JJ doesn't steady the ship these final weeks, we're staring down a summer camp bloodbath. Who's your pick to push McCarthy? Field speed or a vet like Minshew? Drop it in the comments. I need your hot takes. Now let's rewind that tape on Fields' Jets fiasco because, damn, it's a cautionary tale wrapped in a purple bow. Signed to stabilize the Big Apple chaos post-Rodgers, Justin's 2025 stat line screams, mismatch, 2,378 passing yards on pace? Sure, but a measly 62.7% completion and ranking 31st in EPA plus CPOE out of 33 QBs. That's not starter sauce. That's backup bait. Benched for Tyrod Taylor after torching just 46 passing yards in a half against Carolina, Fields' feet still hummed with 383 rushing yards and 4 TDs, leading New York's ground attack behind Breece Hall. It's that dual-threat magic that has DeArdo salivating for a Vikings fit. Pair those legs with KOC's scheme, and suddenly our offense isn't predictable. It's a blitzkrieg. But Skull Squad, be real. With the Jets eating $20 mil if they cut him pre-June 26, is this trade feasible? Or are we dreaming in horn colors? Hit me. Would you mortgage a pick for Fields? Zooming in on why Minnesota tops DeArdo's list. It's like the stars aligned in a Vikings universe we haven't seen since the '98 Purple People Eaters. First off, we're starving for a legit QB2. Max Brosmer? Nice college arm, but O'Connell nearly yanked him for Wentz against the Chargers when Carson gutted through injury. That's code for we need experience. Stat. Enter Fields as the ideal sparring partner for JJ, pushing him like Darnold pushed Sam in 24. Flashes of potential over 5 NFL years, including that monster 1,143 rushing yards in 22, second only to Lamar's 19 record. DeArdo nails it. Multiple fronts make sense. From backup security to injecting competition that'll sharpen McCarthy's edge post-ankle woes. Imagine training camp. JJ's precision versus Fields' scramble artistry. Heart rates spiking already? Tell me, Vikings diehards, does this duo scream Super Bowl push, or nah? But let's not gloss over the elephant in the purple room. McCarthy's finish to 25 is the make-or-break script for our 26 QB saga. If JJ matures on the fly, nailing those rhythm throws like his 6'4", 77-yard TD drive against Chicago last week, he locks in as franchise cornerstone, with Fields sliding in as a mobile QB2 insurance policy. We're talking stability, folks. 8 INTs aside, he's got the arm zip Metellus raved about at 61 miles per hour, and O'Connell's staff is all ex-QBS laser-focused on his growth. Yet, if the struggles persist, worst success rate in the league, per the stats, Fields isn't just competing. He's auditioning for QB1 in July-August showdowns, maybe even with Brosmer as the wild card third. It's high-stakes poker, Skull Nation, and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's all in on youth. What's your gut say? Ride with JJ solo or stack the deck with Justin? Shifting gears to Fields' broader market because, let's face it, if he's available, every team's circling like wolves at a Vikings tailgate. Dardo's got Baltimore as suitor number 2, envisioning Fields as Lamar Jackson's contingency plan, those feet mirroring Huntley's Pro Bowl grit, especially after Tyler's season saver versus the Bears in Week 8. Ravens OC Todd Monken wouldn't blink. Fields' 22 rushing explosion fits their run-heavy ethos like a glove. Then there's the Chargers, where Jim Harbaugh, haunted by Fields' 19 Ohio State demolition, 56-21 over Michigan, remember, could slot him behind Justin Herbert if Trey Lance bolts. Add J.K. Dobbins' 211-yard, 4 TD clinic from that game, and it's poetic justice. Miami and Pittsburgh round out the list, with Fields' 24 Steelers stint adding familiarity. But here's the twist. Why us first? Because O'Connell's track record with first-rounders is gold. Your thoughts? Steal him from the pack, or let rivals overpay? Diving deeper into that Harbaugh-Fields history because it's the kind of narrative gold that gets Hollywood calling straight out of a purple fever dream. Back in 19, Fields torched Michigan for 302 yards and 4 TDs, while Dobbins bulldozed 211 yards and 4 scores. On 31 carries, handing Harbaugh his worst Big Ten loss ever. Fast forward to 25. Dobbins now a Charger, Harbaugh's the head man, and Fields is persona non grata in New York. Dardo's pitch? If Lance doesn't re-up, Justin steps in as Herbert's caddy, blending that Buckeye revenge arc with Harbaugh's run-first philosophy. It's cinematic, right? But for Vikings fans, it's personal. Imagine Fields bringing that same fire to camp, schooling JJ on pocket escapes while we salivate over potential. Would this history make Fields extra motivated in purple? Or is it just trivia fodder? Sound off below. I live for these debates. Now, circling back to our own backyard drama. O'Connell's not sold on Brosmer as the eternal QB2, and for good reason. The kid's UDFA shine hasn't blinded anyone during Wentz's shoulder saga. Carson toughed it out versus LA, but post-surgery we're exposed. Dardo floats Fields as the bridge, but whispers say March could bring Gardner Minshew's gunslinger grit or Jimmy G's savvy. Vets in Wentz's mold for that competent semblance we crave. Stats back it. Our sack rate's league worst at 11.6% per recent breakdowns, and JJ's inaccuracy under pressure is glaring. Fields' mobility could mask that, rushing for wins like his projected 723 yards. It's not desperation. It's evolution. Skull peeps, if you're building the 26 depth chart, who's your QB2 dream, Fields Flash, or a steady Eddie? Let's build this roster together in the comments. Teasing the Ravens angle more because Lamar's injury history turns backups into headliners, and Fields fits like he was born in Baltimore's backfield. Dardo highlights how Fields echoes Huntley and Jackson's footwork wizardry. No schematic overhauls needed for Monken, just plug-and-play speed. That 22 rushing tally? 1,143 yards, nipping at Lamar's 19 heels. Imagine Fields spelling an MVP sidelined again, keeping Baltimore's rush attack humming at 1,200-plus team yards. It's a natural heir apparent, but for us, it underscores Fields' value. Versatile, proven in spots, and cheap if the Jets foot the bill. Yet Minnesota's edge? O'Connell's magic touch on reclamation QBs. Darnold's Seahawk deal proves it. Does this make you root for a Jets fire sale? Or hoard our picks? Your call, Vikings family. Pittsburgh and Miami as Fields' homes? Yeah, Dardo's got M slotted, and it's got that divisional spice we crave. Fields logged time with the Steelers in 24, so Mike Tomlin knows the arm, the legs, the intangibles, perfect for a post-Russell Wilson reset if needed. Dolphins? Tua's fragility screams for a runner like Justin, who could stretch defenses in Miami's speedster offense. But rewind to why we're number 1. JJ's freefall, freezing at 3 to 6, Jefferson chucking helmets, demands competition, not complacency. Dardo, history with first-round picks, like Darnold's glow-up. It's not just need, it's narrative destiny. Fans, if Fields shops, do we bid aggressive or play coy? Share your trade hauls. I'm stealing ideas. Wrapping this suitors tour with the Chargers' Harbaugh hook, because that 19 beatdown lingers like a bad playoff hangover. Fields' 4TD clinic over Michigan, synced with Dobbins' rampage, screams redemption arc. Now, with JK in LA, it's a reunion waiting to explode. If Lance walks, Justin backs Herbert, blending pocket poise with scramble chaos in Harbaugh's grinded-out system. Stats whisper success. Fields 21 total TDs on pace, minimal picks. For Vikings, it's motivation, snag him before Jim does, turn that history into our weapon. But deep down, it's about JJ. 7 games to prove he's the guy, or Fields crashes the party. Who's hungrier for purple, you think? Hit the comments. Let's vote. All right, Skull Warriors, let's get real about the stakes. McCarthy's 25 closeout isn't just stats. It's soul-searching for a franchise that's bled purple since 60. 8 picks, subpar success rate, but flashes like that Bears finale drive. That's the JJ we drafted at number 10 in 24. O'Connell's endorsement rings true. Built to support young QBs, Perquasi, with OL bolts like Skule and Fries buying time. If he flips the script, say 65% completions, positive EPA, the Fields talk fades to QB2 whispers, maybe with Brosmer or a vet. But falter? Does July warfare? Fields duking for QB1. Heart-pounding, right? What finish turns this season around for you? A playoff sneak, or just JJ growth? Pour it out below. Envisioning that summer showdown because it's the stuff of Vikings legend, hot Minnesota nights, pads popping, JJ's precision clashing with Fields' fury. Dardo's blueprint. If McCarthy stabilizes, Justin's the spark plug backup, rushing for chunk plays when ankles betray. But no turnaround? Fields competes outright, his 62.7% clip and 21 TDs paling against JJ's woes. Yet those wheels tilt the scales. Add Brosmer's wildcard reps, and it's a 3-headed hydra. O'Connell thrives here. Darnold's 24 leap to Seattle security proves his alchemy. We're not rebuilding, we're reloading. Fans, dream lineup. JJ starter, Fields RB1 hybrid? Or flip it. Your fantasy football brains got nothing on this. As we eye 26 blueprints, remember, all roads lead to McCarthy's maturity, but Fields is the safety net with style. Whether duking for starts or spelling duty, his flashes, low INTs, dual threat pops, mesh with our run punch, Jones, Mason. Dardo's list validates us as frontrunners, but it's JJ's 7-game gauntlet that decides. Freezing at 3 to 6? Time to thaw with wins or welcome competition. Skull Nation, this QB quest's ours to own. What's the bold move that gets us rings? Spill it. Your voice fuels the fire. Hey, Purple Pride. We've chewed through this Fields frenzy like a Thanksgiving bird. From JJ's cement-drying struggles to Justin's bench-warmed potential crashing our camp. CBS nailed it. Minnesota's the hotspot for reclamation gold, but it's all hinging on our rookies' rally. No new bombshells from Vikings.com today, but if McCarthy channels that Bears magic weekly, we're golden. Otherwise, Fields could be the jolt we crave. What's your verdict? Import the speedster or trust the process? Smash those likes if you're hyped. Drop your hottest takes in comments, favorite Fields highlight, subscribe for daily Vikings news scoops, and share this with your tailgate crew. Let's pack the dome. Skol Vikings, on to Baltimore. Baby, one last hype blast before we fade to purple. That Ravens tilt. Fields dodged it via bench, but we're gunning for glory regardless. O'Connell's vision. Young QB fortified. Feels electric, especially with Fields' whispers amplifying the urgency. 7 games, endless possibilities. Let's will JJ to wizardry while eyeing off-season fireworks. You with me? Like, comment Skol forever. Sub up, share wide. Together, we're unstoppable. Until next Vikings news drop, horns up, go get M.